RHONJ star Dolores Catania reveals heart scare that led to surgery. Dolores Catania, a longtime cast member of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, is speaking out about a frightening health scare that led to heart surgery. The 54-year-old reality star revealed she was recently diagnosed with atrial fibrillation, AFib, a condition that causes an irregular heartbeat, and underwent a cardiac ablation procedure to treat it. In a video posted to Instagram, Catania documented her journey to the hospital with her boyfriend, Paul Connell. "We are going to get my procedure done. It's a cardiac ablation for my AFib. I know I'm too young to have this," she said with a hint of humor. As they walked inside, Connell asked her if she had any last words. Smiling, she replied, "Love you." Catania posted additional footage from her hospital stay, including a post-surgery photo with her electrophysiologist, whom she jokingly called her other electrician. In the caption, she opened up about the onset of symptoms and the importance of taking warning signs seriously. "About 6 months ago, I was driving when I suddenly felt a sharp pain in my chest that radiated down my arm," she wrote. "As women, we tend to ignore aches and pains, rushing them off as part of everyday life. But this felt different." As time went on, Catania began experiencing heart palpitations that even disrupted her sleep. "Eventually, I got scared enough to call my cardiologist," she shared. "He gave me a heart monitor to wear, and within hours, he called to tell me I had AFib, atrial fibrillation. He referred me to an electrophysiologist who confirmed the diagnosis." Catania recalled the doctor telling her, "You're not the same girl I met 2 years ago when you came here with Paul." Fans of the show may remember Connell's own heart condition, Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome, which also required ablation surgery. "I'm sharing this because I want you to listen to your body," Catania urged. "That racing or fluttering in your chest you feel doing simple tasks during the day, that's your body trying to tell you something. Don't ignore it. AFib increases your risk of stroke or heart attack." Now 6 weeks post-operation, she says she's feeling more like herself. "I'll be off all medication soon, and I haven't had any episodes since the procedure," she wrote. She concluded her post with a note of encouragement to her fans. "Don't wait. Your heart health is not something to take lightly. I was truly in the best of hands. Take care of yourself. You deserve it." Dolores Catania has always been the no-nonsense, fiercely loyal, and iron-willed heart of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. But even the strongest hearts can falter, especially when their warnings go unnoticed. In a heartfelt and revealing sit-down with Bravo Insider, the beloved RHONJ star opened up about a recent medical scare that left her confronting her own mortality, re-evaluating her health, and undergoing emergency heart surgery. "It started with a flutter," Dolores said, her voice steady but laced with emotion. "A little thump here and there. At first, I thought it was stress. We all know this show comes with more than its share." In classic Dolores fashion, she brushed it off. After all, she was juggling filming, her charity work, her home renovations, and a rekindled romance. A few missed heartbeats didn't seem like a top priority, until the symptoms started speaking louder. "I'd be walking up the stairs and suddenly feel dizzy," she continued. "There were nights I'd wake up gasping for air. My chest felt tight, but I thought, I'm just tired, right? Wrong. It was a typical afternoon in early spring when the wake-up call came." Dolores had just returned home from a long day of filming and was preparing dinner when her vision blurred. "The room tilted. I grabbed the counter and everything spun," she recalled. "My son Frankie rushed in and found me slumped over. He called 911. Rushed to a local New Jersey hospital, Dolores underwent a battery of tests. The doctors told me I had an arrhythmia that had worsened over time. My heart wasn't beating the way it should. I had ignored it so long that surgery was no longer optional, it was urgent." The diagnosis hit hard, not just because of the physical implications, but because Dolores, who had spent years advocating for women's health, had fallen into the same trap she often warned others about, putting herself last. "I tell women all the time to take care of themselves. But when it came to me, I kept saying I'd go next week. I pushed it aside like
The
it didn't
next
matter.
48 hours were a
But
blur.
it does.
It always
Dolores was
matters.
scheduled for a minimally invasive cardiac ablation, a procedure that involves scaring or destroying tissue in the heart that triggers abnormal rhythms. It was risky, emotional, and not something she ever imagined facing. I wasn't scared of dying, she admitted, tears welling in her eyes. I was scared of leaving things unsaid. I thought about my kids. I thought about the love I was finally opening my heart to. I thought about whether I'd done enough in this life. As Dolores recovered in the hospital, her phone blew up with calls and texts. Teresa Giudice, Jennifer Adine, and even Margaret Josephs reached out. Rivalries paused in the face of real-life fear. That's the thing about this group, she smiled. We fight, we scream, we throw things. But when one of us goes down, we all show up. The recovery wasn't easy. For a woman who prides herself on independence and resilience, asking for help felt foreign. But it was necessary. I had to slow down. I had to let people take care of me for once and honestly. That was harder than the surgery, she laughed. The experience transformed more than just her physical health. Dolores has emerged from the ordeal with a new mindset, one she hopes will inspire others. We glam up for TV. We get the fillers, the fitness plans, the fashion. But what's the point if our hearts are breaking down on the inside? If we're not checking our blood pressure or taking a moment to breathe? Her message to fans is clear. Listen to your body. Don't wait until it screams. Back at home in her newly renovated house, now with a few extra monitors and heart-healthy recipes in the kitchen, Dolores is embracing life in a new way. She's walking daily, attending follow-up appointments religiously, and working with a cardiologist on a wellness plan. Heart disease is the silent killer, she said. It doesn't care if you're famous or fit or fabulous. It creeps in when you're not paying attention. In an upcoming episode of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, fans will get a glimpse into Dolores' health journey, including the emotional moments leading up to the surgery and the aftermath that forced her to lean on her family and friends more than ever before. I debated whether I wanted it filmed, she confessed. But this show is about real life. And if one woman watching decides to go get her heart checked because she saw me go through this, then it's worth it. Dolores is already back to filming, looking more radiant and grounded than ever. But there's a softness to her now, a vulnerability that's been earned through survival. I used to think strength meant never breaking down, she said. Now I know it means getting back up, smarter, slower, and with a whole lot more love. With her trademark candor and Jersey toughness, Dolores Catania is turning her health crisis into a call to action, proving once again that she's not just a reality TV star, she's a real-life warrior with the heart of a fighter. And now a surgically tuned-up one, too.